Hello YouTube, this is Adam, and I have another box of eBay junk, so I'm going to open this up and we'll see what we've got. So what I've done here is I ordered a box of Sega Saturns. There's going to be 4 in here. All of them were listed as defective or not working, so we'll take a look and see what I've got and see what works, what doesn't, and try and see if we can fix some of them. So I was able to pick these up for $40 for the entire box, which is a pretty good deal. I see Sega Saturns going for much more, even defective, not working for parts. So I think 40 bucks was a good purchase on my part. My goal here is at least I want one of these working, and that will cover my costs. If I can get more than one working, then bonus, I have an extra one to try and sell or give away or something. I've never actually had a Sega Saturn before, so I don't have any games or anything for it, so I had to purchase a couple games. I was able to get, I think these were just kind of demo copies. They come in these cardboard sleeves. Daytona USA, Virtua Cop, Virtua Fighter 2. Got all of these picked up for about 10 bucks on eBay as well for all of them, so I guess we'll see what happens here. So let's take a look at this first one. Let's open it up. So spring seems to work. Overall, I mean, it's a little bit dirty in there, a little dusty. To be expected. This thing's, I don't know, 12 years old, however old they are. Power button seems to work. Reset button seems to be okay. Overall, there's no cracks, no general issues that I see. The battery is still in there, but it is missing the back cover. And that's not uncommon when I look around and I see these on eBay. So I guess all we can really do is hook something up and see what we've got here. So I borrowed my trusty Sega Dreamcast power cable, and I guess we'll plug it in and see what does and does not work. I had to go buy a AV cable, and I was fortunate enough to actually find one at a pawn shop. It cost about 10 bucks. It's a third-party one, but I was lucky with that because I don't ever see Sega Saturn stuff kicking around here where I live. So it was surprising to find that. They didn't have any controllers or anything. So I guess all we can really do is throw in a game and see what happens. So let's get that started. So we have a light. So this looks to work. I don't have a controller, so I can't get past this at all, but it's reading the disc, it's showing video on the screen. I can't test the audio because I don't have a controller yet, but so far so good. So 1 out of 4. That works for me, so let's keep this going and we'll try number 2. Let's power that off. Get my game out of here. Okay, so we'll set that aside. Okay, and Saturn number 2. It was nice that looks like they actually took the time to package this up nice. I mean, you got big bubble wrap, air filling up the pockets. It's not like that box of Super Nintendos that I got a while ago, which I'm certain some of them broke further in transit. This seller obviously cares, so good on him or her. Alright, so here is Sega Saturn number 2. So this one's a little bit more scratched up. It's kind of difficult to see on camera, but I mean, that's all cosmetic. The open button does not work, so maybe a spring is out. I'm not sure. The power button does have action, reset button seems okay. Again, no back cover, but the battery is in there. And I mean, physically it looks to be in reasonable condition. So I guess, once again, we'll have to plug her in and see what we've got here. Try and plug that in upside down. Now the trick will be trying to get this battery door open. Let's see if I can pry it open with my knife. So hold down the open button. Oh yeah, that feels completely loose. So that just completely came out. So that's obviously not as intended, but let's see what we can do with this. So I'm going to throw a game in here. I don't know where the door close mechanism is, so I may have to do some fiddling around. So we have power. And again, we're getting picture. No disc spinning though. The other one, the disc did spin. This one does not. So let's see if I can get this door back in a little bit. Oh, now the disc is spinning. You can actually kind of see it in there. So that is a good sign. Again, we're at this BIOS screen, so I don't know whether any of these lasers work or not. That's going to be the next step, and I need to get a controller to really figure that out. But, I mean, at first glance, this is positive. It powers up properly, so again, we'll move on to the next one. Alright, so Sega Saturn number 3, and this one looks to be in a little bit better physical condition. There's no big scratches on the screen. The cover, or the battery, the disc door works. The back cover is actually still attached, but no battery installed. So someone obviously harvested the battery out of this one. Those batteries aren't difficult to come across. You can buy them at somewhere like Radio Shack or The Source, or probably even Walmart, anywhere that sells batteries kind of like that. So let's, I gotta rescue my Virtua Fighter disc out of here. So let's get this guy set up and see what happens. Some power. And so we have green light, and again we're getting the setup screen. So I mean, it powers up. I'm not getting a spinning disc though, so there may be an issue with the disc spindle or the motor or the laser or something there, or it's not recognizing that the door is closed. See, notice the laser's all the way in the back here, so I don't know if I move that up and put the disc in, does anything happen? Nothing. So this one I think we're going to have some issues with. It also could be due to the missing battery. I don't know if that has any effect, but so this one, I know that we're going to have some work to do here. And lastly, number 4. Alright, so this guy is actually, this is the first generation version, and the way you can tell is with the buttons here. Notice they're kind of oval, and whereas these ones are perfectly circular. So all 3 of these are the same. This one is a little bit different. Even if you compare them side by side, the Sega logo down there, no logo there, no logo on the front on the first edition, Sega logos on the front on the later versions. So a couple things that you note. Again, let's just, this guy looks a little, oh wow. So that is absolutely full of rust. This, oh, in the back, the back cover's missing. Again, the RF shielding's full of rust. The screw is rusty. This is rusty. Like, this may have been rescued from the bottom of the Titanic. I'm not sure exactly the story on it. The connector pins don't look bad. But, I mean, let's fire it up and see what happens. Yeah, I would be surprised if this works properly. But stranger things have happened. And if you haven't seen a Sega Saturn pin connector, again, they're similar to the Genesis, but of course different. So they are not interchangeable. And again, being that the Saturn really didn't last very long, it isn't very common that you come across Saturn stuff out in the wild. Oh wow. So the disc spindle is not working properly. I don't know if these ball bearings are just shot or what the deal here is. But it needs to be, that needs to be adjusted at least. Yeah, because this is touching the bottom here, so that's no good. Well, let's throw her on and see what happens. Power, light, access. It's blinking. I'm getting no video though. Oh, it's thinking. Let's try jiggling that a bit. No. So this guy, I don't think is going to work. At least not with some serious work. So we're going to have to adjust that laser, or the whole assembly there. It's not even really letting me snap a disc in. The whole thing may have slightly shifted down, so I'll play with that a little bit and see if we can get anything out of it. But that's it for now. So I'm going to go through these one by one a little bit later, try and get a controller first, and see if there's anything to be seen to get working on these. So I'll be back once I have a controller and we'll go a little bit further into this. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I got a hold of a Sega Saturn controller, so I can finally get these tested a little more thoroughly. So I've put a disc in there, I turned it on, and I've already chosen the language, so I'm going to show you what we get here. So I push power, get the green light. We have no disc spin. You can see the disc through the little window there. And it still brought me back to this. So this also tells me that the battery inside is shot. So I'm going to skip through all this quickly. Now this whole time I'm still not getting any disc action. So something's going on with the disc, or with the laser assembly. Perhaps it's not recognizing that a disc's in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a quick little clean. And all I do for that is I get my alcohol and Q-tips. And just gently, and you don't get the Q-tip too wet, but gently clean the laser, just like that. And then dry it off a little bit. And let's try that again. Checking disk format. But it's not moving or anything, so this guy is going to require some work. So I'm going to turn that off, label it, and we'll try the next one. So this one is that one that has the bad eject button, or open button. So I've got the disc in there, and we're going to give that a try. So it's spinning. We've got our little setup menu. So again, I'm just going to skip through this. So this looks like it's working. And again, disc is spinning on the inside. And there we go, Virtua Fighter 2. So far it looks like one of these works out of the box. I'm going to need to get a replacement back cover, which I'll steal off that one I just tested. But this guy appears to be in good working condition. I'm going to give it a bit of a clean up, and I'm probably going to swap the case with the one that's a little bit in physically better condition, but... Oh, let's see here. But yeah, this is going to be good. Alright, on to the next one. So this is the last one I'm going to test today. The reason I'm not doing this guy here is we did that thoroughly yesterday, and if you recall just how rusted the inside of this was, I wasn't getting any action out of it at all, so this guy is going to require some serious work to even have a chance at working. My guess is that's probably right off. But yeah, let's give this one a try and see what we've got. So power on. Disc is spinning. That's good. Now I'm going to need to buy a new battery for this, I think, because I don't think it's going to retain any of these settings here. So the batteries aren't cheap. They're those little round kind of button batteries, and I'll pick one of those up today just to replace this one that does work. So we're stuck at the Saturn logo, but it is accessing, so let's see if we get anything here. And we do. So, oh, looks like, oh, can you hear that? So that will need some opening and cleaning, I think. But it's encouraging because we did get that Sega logo right away, so it tells me something, it works, the laser works, just something is maybe wobbling inside here. I'm not too sure what the issue is. I wonder if this disc spindle is warped or bent or something like that. Just want to compare to the other one. So if I compare side by side, you know, so this is the one we just tried. You notice there's a bit of a lip right here, and this one it's pretty flush. I can't get under there at all. Additionally, it appears these appear to be different spindles actually. This one's got little dots surrounding it. This one is smooth. So you know what I might do is I might do some spindle swapping and see if we can get one of these working a bit better. But one of them is working, just needs the hinge fixed. One of them briefly worked, but there's an issue with that spindle, which should be an easy fix. One of them is very corroded and probably will never work. One of them, it may need a new laser. But we'll do some tinkering around and see what we can find out. But that's it for this video. Thanks a lot for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel. As I get more stuff, I'm going to make more videos, show you how we're going to test them and fix them. Thanks a lot.